We like to call ourselves a technology-centric finance firm, and that's really depicted in the work that we do. We do support small and medium enterprises to have access to credit. You know, in most parts of Africa, access to affordable credit is one of the challenges that SMEs face. And so, together with a Swiss-based technology firm, Monetix, we launched a digital lending solution that is fully digitized. So the experience from applying for a loan to due diligence to disbursement of the funds is a full digital experience. And you know, we only interface with the clients at a due diligence level. So as you know, mobile money is a big thing in Sub-Saharan, and Uganda, East Africa is no different. So our platform has integrated with mobile money. I think the key hurdles are around the fact that most banks are not widely spread across the network of the country. And so most informal people are unable to access banks. To some extent, the level of education. Most clients aren't able to relate with things such as smartphones. And so that's what drove the popularity that we saw in mobile money, because you don't need to have a smartphone for you to access financial services. So that's another key hurdle. The other is affordability, right? So like I said, access to credit is very difficult. Most of the big banks, commercial banks, have all sorts of requirements that are not easily met by most small and medium enterprises. And so that has been a key hurdle. What we've tried to do through our partnership is to sort of be a bridge between money from Europe into Africa, especially on our end in East Africa, because of, again, you know, a relatively low interest rate environment in Europe. So we're able to mark that up and sort of get to a position where our finance is a bit affordable. But we continue to face challenges on affordability, that said. And so some of the work that we are doing through the firm is to encourage more impact investors to participate, because most of the investors do require slightly higher return because of the risks that are usually associated with Africa. But I think impact investing will go a long way into solving the issue of pricing and affordability. So the other things that we do apart from the digital lending solution is we do advisory. We do advisory to the public sector, different government entities. So we have an advisory arm, and we've been exposed to a lot of work where we're able to offer solutions through our feasibility studies to the government to say, look, this is a solution that we think is very efficient. We've done work in the transport sector, in the agriculture sector. Interesting examples under the agriculture sector is work around getting agricultural inputs to the farmer through a voucher-based system. So we've previously proposed a solution that is blockchain-based that uses NFTs, right? So non-fungible tokens, as opposed to the speculative uses around art associated with NFTs. We've proposed such a solution to the government, specifically in the agriculture industry. So through our advisory work for public sector, we continue to use blockchain and propose blockchain-based solutions. Again, the digital lending solution is really powered by the BSV blockchain. What attracted me to BSV is the fact that it's very scalable. You can do quite a number of transactions in a second. Second of all, it's very cheap, right? And so I've learned a lot about it over the days. Again, the partnership with the Swiss-based firm Monetix exposed me a lot more to the power of the BSV. And I love the fact that the BSV blockchain has positioned itself as a blockchain that is solving for enterprise challenges, right? So there's a lot of utility around there. Fast transactions, cheap, scalable, security, no downtime, really attracted me to the BSV blockchain. Education is a very key challenge. Unfortunately, for the most part, young developers are introduced to what blockchain means through the speculative side of the digital assets. And so it's been a very key challenge for us. And so what we are trying to do as a firm is to get into strategic partnerships, for instance with the BSV, to sort of create an academy for East Africa to help educate young developers. And the nature of the developers that we have are entrepreneurial in nature. So most of them are in the gig economy. So again, how do you create a curriculum that sort of relates to them, the entrepreneurial abilities? As you know, for instance, Uganda is one of the highest entrepreneurial countries in the world. So many companies are formed every day. So how do you meet them at their level without going through the traditional theoretical nature of most of the courses out there? And so that's a discussion we are continuously having with potential partners such as the BSV Association to sort of design a program that is really tailor-made